It's the bag work about of apartment 5B.
You're now tuned into the Apartment 5B podcast, where we chop it up about hip-hop, R&B, sports, love and life. Hosted by Kill.
What's good? You tune in Apartment 5B, hosted by your man, Kill. I got my squad with me in effect with me today. Porsche, ladies first, what's good?
How's it going, Kill?
Hey, I want to thank you for making the time to be here. It's Persian New Year. I know you got family, dinner with your family. We're going to get you in and out. I know what you want to say. I already know what song you want to say. So we're going to get you in and out so
Sounds
you
good.
can do your time with your family. Gaz, what's going on, good brother?
What's happening, brother? I'm glad to be here once again.
Always a pleasure. The youngest soul brother, Grap Lover. What's going on,
Peace, peace, peace. What's up, everybody? What's up to my line right here? Respect kings and queens. You know how we do. Much love.
Nick out the ATL. What's good, brother?
How's it going, big bro?
Everything is good. Vern out the ATL. What's good?
Glad to be here.
I see what the nice boy short on. That's what's up.
Yes,
and we
Yeah.
got my man Jens out the NO. What's going on, good brother?
What up, Kill? What up, everybody?
Everything.
What's up, Jens?
Everything. All right, no doubt. Let's jump right into it. So, a couple of months ago, we did this episode, March Madness, the dopest producers ever. As always, just like it's tournament time now, people got problems with the seedings. I was talking to one of my young boys on Twitter, and he was just saying how he wasn't agreeing with the number one seeds. He felt like it should have been more updated, whereas like cats like Ninth Wonder should have been a number one seed. Crisis should have been a higher seed. So he's like, Primo, Pete, Dilla, RZA, I'm not really feeling them as number one seeds. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, young boy, I get it, but you got to do your history. Ninth ain't coming close to any 4 of these cats right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand you being young and him being what you would want as a number one seed, but, you got to do your history. So I thought...
Not to cut you off, Kill, but literally that brother studying those 4 brothers you mentioned gave birth to him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. But, I get a lot of younger cats may not get that. So that's what we always here to do. I told Jens earlier, it's the educator in me. I work with teens. That's what I do. So I'm here to
Or tell him make his own body.
Yeah, you can make your own, right? That is true. You can make your own. I don't know how many new producers going to be on it, but neither here nor there. So we're going to be going in on our top 5. If you had to tell somebody and point them in the direction of Pete, Cream, Dilla, or RZA, which 5 would you go with? We got Grap here, the youngest soul brother, so it's only right that we start off with Pete. Grap, what are your top 5 Pete beats and why? I'm sure you're going to have some good stories behind them, but what are your top 5 Pete beats?
I don't have too many stories. You heard my Troy story, you know what I mean? Of course, sorry, Porsche, I snatched one of yours. They reminisce over you, of course. That's number 1. Yeah. Number 2, that really surprised me because when I heard it, I didn't know he did it. Was Piper by Conway.
Yeah.
And I didn't figure it out until like the 3rd or 4th listen. And then I heard him because by the 2nd listen, I was like, I wonder if Pete did this shit. So I listened again, and then by the 4th listen, I heard the ad-lib, and I heard him. I was like, oh yeah, that is him. And then when I heard his voice, I heard him, the sound. I was like, this is his sound. Yes, of course. So Piper. Number 3 is Just Some Men remix. The Das Effects joint, that intro.
Yeah.
Don't nothing like that intro is like I'm surprised nobody didn't sample that intro and make a rap record off of it. Like just that intro alone is just so funky. You know what I mean? Of course, the number 4 is the Shut 'Em Down remix.
Oh yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And for me, number 5, it's like a tie between 2 Peach instrumental albums. 2 Peach instrumental beats. Well, 3 now. I'm thinking about it. For the People, Boss, and The newest one on the, I think it's called The Beat Goes On.
Okay.
Where he got like the Primo sample in there and a little bit of Dre in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he got the he has the sound from Superstar in there.
Okay. All right.
It's on the Peace Instrumentals 2 album.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so that's my 5, so to speak. I had damn near 8, but yeah, that's my 5. 7. I had 7.
We always gotta have honorable mentions, so we gonna come
Yeah.
down on that too. Gaz, what you got for your top 5?
Oh
people?
yeah, I got some HMs too for Pete. Too.
Okay, so for Pete Rock, you know, you got to have Troy on the list. I have 1 in a Million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope.
On there. I have the Shut 'Em Down remix, of course.
Yes.
I have this. Honestly, could be like between 1 and 2 as far as my favorite Pete Rock songs. Between Troy and this song, Faking Jacks.
Wow, I'm humbled, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
And-
bro.
Hey, who spit on that, man?
Michael Jackson. As Eddie Murphy would say, Michael Jackson. Right.
And my last
Humbling,
joint.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome,
that,
you're
guys.
welcome, bro.
I'm humbled for real.
My last joint is the Youngsters, Cruise Pop.
No, he
Because,
didn't
you know-
do Cruise Pop. He did
Huh?
He
he
did
didn't he did Who's the Mic record.
Yeah, Who's the Mic record? Yeah. 'Cause
Who's the
him and
Mic
him and
record.
CL
Cruise
actually
Pop
on
was
it.
That's
Naughty
KG.
by Nature.
KG.
That's KG.
Yes, KG did that. And
Really?
Tretch wrote it.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, come back to me for my fifth one.
All right. Hey, the joint, Who's the Mic record, that joint is sick.
Yeah. That joint is hard. That joint is hard. And speaking
That joint's sick. That was one of my favorites from back then. Like that and Last 11 remix. Oh, sorry.
No. That joint.
I don't want to mention nobody else's stuff because I'll be here all day. That beat y'all ain't heard in the basement, that track number 18 on that SP disc right there. Yeah, that's my favorite. That type of shit. That's the shit I'd be on. Y'all be like, what? That's why I'm looking forward to the SP 1200 album. I really am.
You and me both, good brother.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna be reminiscing, man. It was a couple times where I just sat there and just popped shit in and just loaded shit up and listened like in amazement, like the fuck is coming out of this machine, you know? So I'm looking forward to that.
No doubt.
Sorry guys, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Nick, what you got next, bro?
You said Nick or Yentz?
Nick, you got it.
I actually like Strange Fruit from the Soul Survivor. That'll be 5.
Yeah, very dope. Very dope.
And to add to that, Mechalicious actually had a verse on that record. But they took him off, and I think they put either Pun or somebody. No, who was on that joint? Traj or Sticky,
Tragedy,
one of them.
Sticky Fingers.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Traj was already on it, so they put Sticky on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one.
Okay, Nick,
The I Gotta Love remix would be on there.
Mm-hmm.
Straighten It Out from Mecca and the Soul Brother is on there.
Mm-hmm.
The Can't Stop the Profit remix that he did for J. Rue.
Mm-hmm.
And then my favorite is In the Flesh. You already know that. In the Flesh, that's my jam.
All right.
He said he made that beat in front of Biggie.
I remember you telling that story.
Yeah, he said he made it in front of Biggie. He said Biggie
Maybe
was
want to
right
hear
there.
Biggie on it.
Yeah, he said Biggie was right there when he made that beat. He made that beat, and it was a beat he made for the Source Awards that the Source Awards used one year, and he made those 2 beats in front of Big. Big was loving them both.
That's dope.
I didn't hear anything Nick said, man. I don't know if it's just my side or whatever, but it's all good.
Like all the songs he named.
I didn't hear nothing he said.
Oh,
y'all heard? Did y'all
So
hear?
it's no.
I heard you, Nick.
Okay,
I heard.
Make sure.
It's just me.
All right. No doubt. Of course, what you got up? I know you waiting for this. So.
Yeah, Troy, obviously.
Right.
I love
That's
that beat.
automatic,
It's that's an automatic. I mean, it's just
So my 5
that
is
is
other than that one because we already know that's
of course. And I specifically asked Kale if it was okay to say that one because it's such an obvious answer. But that one, I love Don't Curse. That's my favorite posse cut ever.
That was a fun video.
Oh my god, the whole thing is just brilliant. I love it.
That was a fun video.
I got the Bitch in You, Common's joint. I got.
He made that at Rob O's house.
Literally. And then I got.
I got a story for that one. I think I told y'all though.
No, you didn't. But
I didn't.
I already got a question about what you just said. But let's let Porsche finish, and then I got a question for you about what you just said.
Okay, and then I got Think Twice from the I&I album and Vamos a Rapear. I love. And so, like with Pete Rock, it's just one of those things where you can start to look for songs or think of songs that are your favorites, and then you already got like 20 by the second album. So I just feel like you could pick any 5 and you've got like solid joints. So
no question.
But those are mine.
Let me ask you this question, Grant, because you said at Rob O's house, right? Did the equipment travel, or was there just...
No, Rob had a SP in his basement at the time.
Okay.
And we were watching Rap City, and Common was there with us when we were watching it. Because Common and Black Thought would come to New York and come hang with us. You know what I mean? They told me... Sidebar, they told me that they came one time, I wasn't around, and they were freestyling to one of my beats for like an hour, and it was like a beat that I was like, they freestyle to that beat? Oh nah, man, why y'all play that beat? It was one of them type of beats, but he said they freestyled to the shit for an hour. Anyway, so we all sitting there watching Rap City, and West Side Connection comes on. Like literally they're there, you know, in the studio, and they play their new video. And you know, it's the one where he's saying all that shit about hip hop started in the West and all this crazy shit, and he was saying all that shit geared towards Common. So we all sitting there, like all of I and Common and Pete, and we all sitting there. And we like, yo, is this nigga talking about you? And he like, yo. We like, yo, hold up, I think he talking about you, yo.
Oh, yo, put that battery in his back.
Yeah, so we was like, yo, you should say something back. Like, Cat was like, you should say something back. And we was like, yeah, you should say something back. Pete was like, yeah, and I'll make the beat right now. And went around the fucking bar and started making that beat. And made the Bitch in You right there in Robbo's basement.
Wow.
Made that shit right there in the basement.
Crazy.
Pete Rock is a genius. I just have to say that. I said that about Tupac. I'm gonna say that about Pete.
Yo, blessings, man. And he went, and I guess they laid it or whatever, and that was that, man. The rest is history. I heard he went somewhere, and niggas was like almost in like in arms because they wanted him to do that record. It was I think New Music Seminar or somewhere he went, and he said motherfuckers was like dying for him to do that record, like the Bitch, because I guess it had leaked or whatever. Or people heard it, and he did it, and they went crazy. But yeah, that's the story behind that joint, man.
Vicious record.
Word up. Yeah. And I'm gonna even sit down with him one day to confirm it, because I smoke a lot of marijuana. I just want to make sure that I'm right about what the fuck I'm saying. But I know I'm right. I remember that shit like yesterday. It was in that basement in Pelham Manor, New York. And it was my homie Steve Brock. It was his house. Rob was staying in there for a minute till he had got his place. And then he had the SP in the basement, and I'm telling you, he was there. We was watching motherfucking Rap City. West Side Connection came on. They dissed that nigga. We pointed it out to him. We said, yo, diss them. You should say something back. Fuck it, I'll make the beat right now. And went around the fucking joint and started making that beat. I ain't never seen no shit like that. And for it to go from that basement to Farrakhan's lap, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Into Farrakhan's lap. So, yeah, that's history right there. And I'm blessed to be a part of that shit.
No doubt.
Word up.
Now,
Word up.
What you got, man?
Yeah, all right, Pete. So everybody said shut them down in Troy, so I'm going to throw some more out. ADOR, Let It All Hang Out. I love that joint, brother. Love Sex.
He's from the west side of Mount Vernon. Eddie Castellani from the Italian side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Love
my
Sexy
man.
by Heavy D. hey.
Yeah.
Come on.
which gave you Intro's record.
Yes,
Let
sir.
Me Be the One.
I love that joint too. The World Is Yours by Nas. And then I'm gonna go Real Hip Hop, Das Effects. They murdered that.
The remix.
Yeah, the remix.
Yes, sir. And then you got me?
Yeah. Go.
Real Hip Hop. I said that, but Down with the King, and then Blue Funk.
Okay.
That's six.
I forgot that one.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt.
That was a dope studio session. I was there for that.
For which one?
Down with the King. I was there for that. This is when they was like praising God and all this. Man, I rolled a blunt for DMC, man. He had a ring. I'll never forget. He had a ring, a gold ring with the old English 800 bottle cap in it. That's how much he drank that shit. You know, it almost killed him too.
Yeah.
He almost drank himself to death with that shit. That's how much he drank that shit. I'll never forget. He had a gold ring, and he had a fucking old English 800 bottle cap encased in that gold ring. And I rolled them a Philly blunt with just the inside paper, and he was wild. Like, how'd you do that? So you just gotta be careful, man. Yeah. Enjoy, nigga. So that's probably why, if you ever seen that picture of me, CL, and Jam Master Jay, why I look like I'm fucking laughing till my head's about to explode, I probably was high as a kite. Now that I think about it.
No doubt.
Excuse me, children. Word up. But yeah, that was a dope session, man.
All right. Yes, what you got, Yes?
I got For Pete's Sake. That's all for the most perfect album ever created. So that aside, For Pete's Sake, I got Living for the City from Rakim. Thought that was really a good one that he mashed up with Rakim, and I like the way that came out.
I don't think he did that record. I gotta check with him. Living for the City. It don't sound like his style to me.
Yeah.
That's
compared to like Saga and what's the other? When I'm on the Mic? Is that not When I'm on the Mic? The other joint he did for him, the piano joint. Blue, 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 blue. I forget the name of it. He did it for Rakim for the He did it with Saga. It was on the same album as the Saga Begins.
Yeah, that 18th letter joint.
Yeah, it was on the same album. He did 2 joints for him, but I don't think he did that Living for the City joint. I'm gonna ask him though.
All right.
But I don't think he did it.
What else you got, Jens?
What's next on the menu from the Who's the Man soundtrack?
I fell in love with that record, man. God. I remember the demo tape. The Green Street tape. I fell in love with that record. Play that again, yo. Play that again. Word up, the cassette. I fell in love with that shit. That shit was amazing to me. That flip of Kool and the Gang. Yeah, that was amazing. I'm sorry, Jens, man.
Alright.
Sorry, bro. Y'all got me reminiscing.
I had that ADOR also. And Blue Funk from Heavy D. Yeah, that's my last one there. That's all the ones I had.
That's what's up.
All right. For me, I got the Lots of Love and remix. To me, that shit, I still remember to this day. I was on Ogontz Avenue. My old head Steve played it for me. I just remember just being like in awe at that joint. Because to be honest, I never really liked the original Lots of Love. Like that was like one of the one songs I didn't like at all off of Mac and the Soul Brother. So the remix just was like, God damn. The second joint, In the House. Just
yes.
That's another song I fell in love with.
That's how you set an album off.
Like that was it. Just everything.
That was another song I fell in love with. Oh my God, I fell in love with that record, man.
Yeah, like you said, Vern. That's how you set it. That's how you set the sophomore album off. Just know that you good.
And they both rapped on that record.
Yeah. Back again, I'm here to win for something. Yeah.
Copycats and Rugrats sit back and watch the champion. It's time to wreck shop and show the world I'm true to hip hop. That verse is sick, yo. That verse, he wrote that shit to himself. He wrote that shit. Because prior to that, Pooh Bah was wrote The Creator and Soul Brother #1. You know what I mean? He wrote his basement verse. He wrote his basement verse. Robbo wrote his Skins verse for him. So he would like flux in and out with writing for himself. You know what I mean? I always liked when he wrote for himself. He sounded better to me.
Right.
More natural.
The next joint I got is The Game off Soul Survivor with P and Ghostface and Ray.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That joint always got me. The Magic Johnson talking in the beginning. Joint was crazy. I'm like Gadget. I got Fake and Jax, I&I. The way he flipped that Impeach the President to me is probably the dopest way I've ever heard Impeach the President flip ever. Crazy. And the one joint that nobody gives a lot of love to, but I love this joint, Family Affair with Mary J. Blige. This mofo took the fucking Temptations, Papa Was a Rolling Stone,
and beat it up.
Oh my God, beat it up. Nah, man, that was I don't even know what he did to that. That's one of them beats that I'm just like, yo, when I heard it, I was like, that can't be Papa Was Rolling Stone. Like, it can't be. And he just destroyed that. And the fact, it's so funny that so many people have never heard that. When I bring it up, they're like, nah, the Mary J. Family Affair remix. I'm like, do yourself a favor, YouTube it, Google it, listen. It is DL kills it. All right. So that's our Pete joints. Real quick, any extra joints? The extra ones I got is Not a Game, and I got a joint he did for Royal Flush off of New York's Finest called Questions. Somehow, some way ended up on Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links, what he called Sonny's Missing, which is one of the few times that I've ever seen the same beat get out to two different artists. Like, normally you hear about it, but then something happens. So I've always been intrigued, like, how did that get to both people? But neither here nor there. Gadget, you got any extra joints for Pete?
Yeah. For my last one, not a lot of people heard this record because it was only on white label. Sporty Thieves, Street Cinema, Pete Rock remix.
I never heard.
Oh, he did a remix. Yeah, I never heard that. I have to look that up.
You he used the drums for from Mardi Gras and just added a bass line. That was it.
Word. And you said that what Sporty Thieves joint is it?
Street Cinema.
Street Cinema remix.
Yep. It was only on white label.
Yeah, I never even heard that joint. I never even heard that. That's a good look. I gotta get that in. Nick, what about you? The extra Pete joints laying around?
Yeah. Like the In the House joint, did you name Carmel City? And also It's On You, all from the main ingredient.
It's On You, boy. I fell in love with that too.
Yeah. I got that.
Crazy. Forrest, what about you?
I mean, I said it. Like all of the Pete Rock and CL joints, like all of them.
Right.
Yeah, it's never ending, honestly. So I'm just gonna leave it at my 5.
All right, Murray, you got anything extra?
Get on the mic and Rather Unique.
Yeah, AZ.
Damn, sure did do that. And they Give Me Yours, right?
Yeah, he did give me. He did give me. Yep. Great. Jens, anything extra?
On and straighten it out. I'll call those.
All right. No doubt.
I didn't like that song at first, but it grew on me like crazy. Now I absolutely love it. Like somebody for me did that to me too. I didn't like that song when I first heard. Now I hear the genius in that record now. That's a fucking song. Like, it's a song. It has bridges, breakdowns, and it's a rap record. Like, that song makes me cry. Somebody for me. I love that too. But good. I'm sorry, guys.
Graham, tell me this, because you said you didn't like Straighten It Out. Is that a combo you and Pete would have? Is that some shit you keep to yourself? Would you be like, nah, that shit whack? Or...
Nah, I wouldn't. I kept it to myself. You know what I mean? Because I guess somewhere along the line I knew I would end up digging it. I just didn't dig it right away. Just like, you know, one beat I don't like, It's Not a Game.
Wow, which is crazy. We talked about that before, but you said it's different than the original joint, right?
Yeah. I like the one he had coming from the SP, straight from the SP, better than this one.
What was the song he had on his album with Prodigy was rapping on?
The Game?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Somebody mentioned that Game.
I named that joint.
Yes, you did.
It's Prodigy and Ghost
and Raekwon.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. That
nasty as hell.
Did everybody do their extras?
Yeah. You got any extras?
Yeah, I just have. I have Jazz. We got the Jazz by Tribe. Girls They Love Me. And two joints that y'all may not have heard before. Heavy D, Every Day. And a joint he did with Monica called the Get Down. It was a remix he did for Monica called Get Down, where me and Rob rapped on it. Like, I think he might have played that on Future Flavors like once.
All right, I got.
They never took
We're gonna have to get like a special rap edition mixtape or something.
Yeah, I need to help. I need him to find all of that shit, man. This dude, man. I don't know where his stuff is. Yeah, it's only God in heaven knows where all that stuff is. So,
no doubt. Let me get to this done before Sky get ready to go. No way I'm doing this. Now going to RZA next. So, give me your top 5 RZA joints.
Again, RZA is another one. All the Wu joints, but my 5 are Protect Your Neck, You're All I Need, Wu Gambino's Long Kiss Goodnight for Big, and Tres Leches for a Big Pun.
Okay.
And I love the way RZA just brings the Wu sound appropriately, obviously for the Wu, and then when he's producing for other like artists, it doesn't sound like Wu-Tang-ish to me, and I love that. There's still some grit in there that I like, but I think it just matches the artist that he's working for, so I like it.
All right, no doubt. Gadge, what about you? Top 5 RZA joints.
Can you come back to me?
No doubt. Grap, what about you?
All right, I have guillotines, incarcerated Scarfaces, the standards, Cream. Can It Be All So Simple? And I don't know if he did this one, but I really dig this. I think he did it. Meth vs. Chef.
I don't know.
Did he do that one?
He did do that one.
I think he did do that one too. I think I did.
But I know like Fourth Cycle would always kind of slip one in there.
Meth vs. Chef. I love that beat. It's hard, yo. I love that beat, yo. Don't get me to singing beats, y'all. Sorry. Meth vs. Chef. Yeah, but that's my 5. Guillotines, incarcerated Scarfaces, Cream, Can It All Be So Simple, and Meth vs. Chef.
All right, no doubt. What about you, Nick?
This is tough, man. So I'm gonna say Heaters off the Wu-Tang Forever.
Nice.
Snakes off of Old Dirty's album. Ice Water off of Raekwon's album.
Nice.
Fourth Chamber.
Portia, can you translate for me? I can't hear nothing.
Y'all can hear me?
I can,
but Vern is having a challenge hearing you, so we got to repeat you.
Make
for
sure
Vern.
Hear me. Okay. One more. Did I already say Motherless Child?
No, you didn't.
Motherless Child. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Face, Motherless Child.
I can't. That's my joint, yo. Love that joint, yo. Bookhead Latif with the King Tut piece. Yeah, that's my shit.
All right, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna go no particular order, but these just are like quintessential RZA sound to me. Protect Your Neck, Bring the Pain. My mom loved that. Ooh.
Nice.
My mom
Jerry
Butler. Yeah.
That's why she probably liked it.
I'm sure that is. Now that you mentioned it, Jizza Fourth Chamber, Shimmy Shimmy Ya by ODB, and I'm gonna go Triumph.
Nice.
All right. What about you, Jens?
First one, I'm gonna go with Mantis off the Bobby Digital album. Do or Die remix from AZ.
Nice.
The Guillotine Swords, 7 Chain Part 2, and Glocko Pop from off of the second Bobby.
My Glocko pop. It's pop. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what the fuck song that is. Is that
nobody pick Gravel Pit?
Bobby Digital live on the set. Watch girl get wet.
Oh my God, Fern can't hear this.
Nobody pick Gravel Pit.
Oh my God, Fern.
Hold tight. Roll timeout. 20 seconds. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, Nick, are you serious? The song goes.
Yes. Yes.
He said, Nick, are you serious?
That's on the second Bobby Digital album.
It's Bobby Digital.
I'm dead.
Come on, man. You know he's
It's Bobby
soaking
Digital
them blunts,
mode.
man.
That's
Bobby
when he got. Yeah,
Kill. He was soaking them blunts, Kill.
Yeah.
In that tainted honey.
Nick, explain to me again how the fuck this song goes.
How he started off is like Bobby Digital back on the set, watch girls get wet. Then he just Bobby Digital is, that's the alter ego.
Right, I know, but you said something like
Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, yeah. That's how it goes. Hip hop, you just don't stop. Stop. My Glock go pop, pop, pop.
That's them dip blunts, man. He was dipping them blunts.
And we used to, in Atlanta, with me and my crew, we would blast that going to the club. He was clowning. We were clowning on this song.
all right, cool. Dad, you got this.
Look at his face. He's like, all right, cool, man. God daggone it. Guys, come on, man. Help me here.
All right. Let me get some of this.
I'm gonna link it on when you make the post on Twitter. I'm gonna link it.
Bro, just from
link the song to it, please, yo.
I'm good. Certain things I don't need to even let into my.
You have to hear this one time, man.
All right.
Once.
All right.
Just for a laugh, if nothing else.
Yeah, pop, pop, Glock, go pop, pop.
Dipping them in that woo honey, man.
Hey, man.
He's dipping them joints in that woo honey, man.
It's Ghosts Woo Goo.
Right. Dipping them in the woo goo, man.
The Woo Goo, yeah.
You heard RZA on Supreme Clientele.
That's what he started at. That bong bong. Bong bong.
Bong bong.
And he got a song like that on there. Bong bong. Bong bong.
So,
I gotta get that album, man.
No more Bobby Digital. Andrew, what you got for your five?
I got Cream, of course. I got Iron Man.
Nice.
Incarcerated Scarfaces. I got RZA, Cold World.
Ooh, nice.
And I got the Coogee rap song off the Ghost Dog album.
Ooh. All right, nice.
Like,
I hear that.
In there.
Coogee rap over RZA, it was just nuts to me back then.
All right. That's what's up. For RZA, I got Incarcerated Scarfaces. To me, one of the dopest.
Nick.
That's
the hardest beats, yo. Yes.
The Detroit Emerald.
Detroit Emeralds, yes.
That to me, he killed that. Cream, to me, that shit is like New York State of Mind. Like when I hear New York State of Mind, it still sounds just as good as it sounded
the first time you heard it.
The first time I still said that's how. Whenever I even come across the record, I'll be wanting to sample. Like, it's so perfect that Cream just still sounds crazy. Ice Cream off of Ray, because that was one of them joints that all of us diggers, we ain't know what that sample was for years. Like that was infamous. Nobody could ever find what the hell he used for that. Jizz's Liquid Swords, another joint. I just love that sample. That beat was just crazy. And like Porsche said, Big's Long Kiss Goodnight. Like that joint. It's Big destroyed it. The beat was crazy. Everything was dope. All right, we're gonna go to who everybody knows is my number one, Dilla. Dilla. Yens, what are your top 5 Dilla beats?
All right.
We doing Dilla or JD?
I mean, you can do it either way. Mix them together, take them apart, however you want to do it.
You got so much.
Yeah.
I got Flowers off the Yancey Boys album. I got a joint called Cold Steel off of Fat Cat's album, Carte Blanche.
Wow. Cold Steel. Wow. That shit hard.
I got Off Your Chest, Frank and Dank. I like it off your chest. And I got Get It Together from the J88 album.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. Ooh. Give me the. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
All right. Vern, what you got for Dilla, Vern?
All right. I'm gonna go. Someone to know. I didn't even realize it, and I've been banging this album for almost 10 years. It's Pretty Girl. It's on Eric Roberson's joint. I never knew Dilla did that much, man.
Wow.
It's on his left album.
Pretty Girl?
Pretty Girl.
Pretty Girl?
It's called Pretty Girl. It's on Eric Roberson's left album.
Okay.
Running by the Far Side. Stakes is High. De La, of course. Man, he killed Let's Ride on Q-Tip. And I might get crucified for this one, but I love the bass line on Once Again on Tribe.
I think that's something Gary Burton going backwards.
That sounds like something crazy Dilla would do. Play something.
Yeah, he crazy with it. So that's my 5.
All right, Porsche, what you got?
I've got Common's The Light. Come Get It with RZA. Come Close remix with Q-Tip, Pharrell, and Erykah Badu and
Fly
Common.
Love.
Drop on the Lab Cabin Far Side album. And Dynamite off the Things Fall Apart album.
So it's this Still the Fifth, Dynamite.
All right. That's dope. Nick, what you got?
I got the Stakes is High remix. Kind of the same sample, flipped a little bit differently. Like Portia said, Drop.
He fucked that up, that remix. God, I'm just thinking about that shit. Mos Def was on that shit too.
Yeah.
Man, he fucked that beat up.
Make Them Envy off of the
And
what was that?
Make Them Envy. I think that was off of Rough Draft.
Rough Draft, yeah. Make Them Envy off of the Rough Draft. And the Fat Cat, it was another joint called Game Time. That's like some strip club shit. I'm gonna link that if y'all ain't heard that one. That's just, when I heard that beat, I feel like Dilla, he go to the strip club.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and I can hear that beat. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Every time I was in his presence, he when I went with Pete to his house, he left us at his house to go to the strip club. He's like, yo, y'all just, go ahead in the basement. Y'all, whatever y'all want to look at, man. Whatever y'all want to rock with, go ahead. That nigga rolled out to the strip club.
So
when we were on tour with Mr. Cheeks and Truth Hurts. It was Pete Rock, Mr. Cheeks, Truth Hurts. And after the show, they went to the strip club. Dilla came to House of Blues in LA, and all them niggas suggested going to the strip club. For some reason I didn't go. I didn't end up making it. So. They was getting ready to take Pete to the strip
club. Jay.
Yep. That's his thing. His thing.
Link me with that joint, Nick. Hit me with that.
Yeah, I am. And the last one is Turn Me Up by Busta Rhymes. And that's on the Ain't Safe No More album. One of the few songs I liked on that one.
All right. No doubt. Grab, what you got?
I have the intro to Fantastic Volume 2. I kind of wish he would have gave that to Snoop, just to hear Snoop on that joint. Players.
Yep.
Think Twice, because that shows like his expansion, how broad because the gist of what we're doing here is like we're giving people 5 songs that represent that artist at their best, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Think Twice, because that shows like his range, how he can play live instruments and stuff. Nag Champra, that's just like my God-given
comment, right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's like my favorite Dilla beat ever. Next to it's this one beat on another batch on his one of them first, another, and it has this sample in there where it's going, you need a friend, you'll find. It's the beat and it has that at the end of the beat. It's an ill beat, like that he chopped up some shit. That's like one of those 2 beats are like my 2 favorite Dilla beats ever. Nag Champra and that beat. And then a record that I think Fat Cat was trying to get at I&I on. It's called Dedication to the Suckers.
Yeah.
Because you gotta listen to you have to listen to the lyrics to really I have to sit with you and listen with you and point shit out to you that is directed, the direction it's going in and stuff like that.
Wow. All right. I remember.
But me and Cat are great. Like that's my homie. Like me and Cat are really good. We good dude. But you know, hip hop is competition sometimes. So.
We gotta have an apartment 5B listening party with Grab.
So some shit happens, man. Shit happens.
Yeah. And it's funny because I remember the story. Supposedly, you know, Dilla made that dedicated to the suckers, trying to. I think Quest had challenged them like, "Yo, make a Primo type beat." So that was kind of like him emulating, like, okay, let me, you know, this is the type of beat that I think Primo would have made or whatever like that. So, shit, yeah, we definitely gotta do that. Gash, what are your top 5 Dilla joints?
All right, so I have, in no particular order, I have Baby featuring Guilty Simpson.
And Madlib.
Yeah.
Madlib's on there too.
I have a joint off the Dilla Loves Japan, Believe in God. Keith Murray, The Rhyme. Stakes is High. And I have the song on the Slum Village album with Busta, What's It All About?
Yeah, that's a really dope joint.
I love that filtered like disco loop.
Yeah, that's Alicia Myers.
Really?
Yeah, that's Alicia Myers. That's some under your nose shit, man.
Damn.
Yeah, you probably been walking past that album for the last 15 years.
Probably have.
This Alicia Myers. Matter of fact, hold on. I might have.
I want to thank you, Alicia Myers.
Yes, yeah. It's early though.
Okay.
It's early. I gotta hit somewhere. I'll find it. I gotta hit.
All right. No doubt. For me, I'm with Gadget, the rhyme, the remix, the Keith Murray. That shit was just crazy. Like, yo, that's when I was still up at Strictly Hip Hop and Morgan. We used to play that all the time. The way he flipped the Nautilus sample, just the bass tones, just all that stuff was crazy. Next up, I got the Look of Love, the remix for Slumville with same Minnie Riperton. It wasn't Minnie Riperton. It's actually Trina Broussard off the Love Jones soundtrack, but she was doing covers Inside My Love, which was crazy. That was
he killed that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
he killed that.
Fall in Love, Slum Village. Just the drum intro alone, I could just loop them drums up and just
1 2, and just him saying 1 2.
Yeah,
that's it, yo. Oh my god,
that beat is stupid.
Yes.
There's another one, Little Brother for Black Star.
Yes.
Off the Hurricane.
You know where that came from.
Exactly.
Same type of challenge.
Right. Same thing. So, yeah, Dilla would do stuff, and then Quest would be like, he'd be like, yo, don't let Pete hear this. I don't want him to think I'm disrespecting him by, using the samples. But Dilla would try to use other things they already used to figure out how he could put them himself. And that Little Brother joint is crazy for the simple fact that if you go to what's the name of that website, Gadget? With all
Who Sample?
If you go to Who Sample and put in Little Brother, it's gonna tell you that Dilla used at 4:20. And hold on, what is? I tried to write this down. At 20 seconds, he used this part. At 24 seconds, 34 seconds, at 43 seconds, at 52 seconds, at 59 seconds, at a minute and 4 seconds. Like that's what
chopping that shit up.
Chopping that shit up. Usually, when you go to Who Sample Who, they just say
loop. Yeah.
Sample starts at 2 minutes. No, this nigga has literally broken down.
He constructed the song.
He deconstructed the song to put it back together. And a lot of people haven't heard it because it's on the Hurricane sound. Denzel Washington, the Hurricane.
Yeah, that movie, Reuben Carter.
About Reuben Carter. But shit, that was the movie. And my last joint is 10 Bricks off Only Built for Cuban Link 2, Raekwon. Simple fact, it's a Smokey Robinson thing. And I don't know what it is about Dilla that can make Smokey Robinson, some green-eyed nigga, off song, be able to make 10 Bricks. When you listen to 10 Bricks, that's some real shit. Like, I would never think in a million years that was Smokey Robinson, but it was. Now we're gonna end this with Primo, Gadget, top 5.
Top 5.
I found it.
So,
oh, that's it, crap?
Yeah, that's it. See how much it costs, right?
Right, $1.
Under your fucking nose. Under your nose.
Wow.
That's it.
Hey, you got that from a CD Game Exchange, I see.
You already know, Gadget. You already know, bro.
You might have got it for 10 cents.
Yeah, and the song is called "Don't Stop What You're Doing."
Okay.
The song is called "Don't Stop What You're Doing," and the album is called Alicia, just straight up Alicia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, DJ Premier. I have the usuals: Above the Cloud,
Primo,
Superstar, Come Clean, Mass Appeal, and because I wanted to put, DJ Premier's range, the Craig David 7 Days remix.
Yeah, very dope. Very dope.
Oh shit. Sorry, no, y'all good. You just made me think of something. Damn, my fault, y'all. Just forgive me over here. That's why I gotta puff on something, man, because I'll get overly excited in this. All right, what's that Janet joint? Yeah, Janet.
You talking about the Janet remix he did?
Nigga! What? That joint, shit, the joint, man.
The joint.
Is it If?
Nah,
If?
He did Together Again. He did it.
No, not that one. The hard joint. He did a hard fucking joint. All for you. All for you.
Oh yes,
it's
right.
all for you.
Oh, he remixed that.
Yes.
What? Yo, that motherfucking beat, yo. I don't care where I'm at when I hear that beat. I am dancing my fucking ass off, yo. I don't care. That beat is so hard and fun. Man, listen. All right. Rappers are in danger too. Now y'all got me thinking. Shit, because I'll say that record. All right, go ahead. Somebody go ahead so I can take my turn. I want my turn. Like,
that's the All For You remix?
Huh?
The All For You remix.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. I got
it. You gotta check that, yo. It's only on YouTube. Like, I can't find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, nowhere. It's only on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt.
All For You Primo remix. Man, he killed that shit.
Nick, what you got?
Me, I'm gonna go dedication to the fans. I think that's the name of it, and it's off Christina Aguilera's album. Enough. Check that out. He did a joint for Screwball. I can't remember. Not the FRU, not that one. It was another one.
You talking about? I know what you're talking about. It's all
like that. Basically over.
Yeah,
that joint.
Yeah.
That joint. The Sacrifice joint on the Group Home album. The original from J Rue. And
the original Dirty Rotten Skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, that joint hard.
Damn, only one more. Jesus. New York State of Mind. That's nice.
All right, no doubt. Porsche, what you got?
Man, Primo's another one. I got Mathematics by Mos Def.
Good choice.
Nas's Like on the I Am album. 10 Crack Commandments. I got Unbelievable. MCs Act Like They Don't Know. KRS's joint. And Stick to Your Guns on the MOP album. So,
yeah. I need to change.
You see what I'm talking about, Nick?
MOP.
You see what I'm talking about, Nick?
Yeah. I want to use
Brownsville. Man.
Brownsville from the Firing Squad.
Yeah.
And Inner City Life from Group Home. Yeah.
All right. Bird, what about you?
All right, of course. I mean, Come Clean, bro. Enough said.
I was in college when I heard that. Damn, that shit was crazy.
I'm gonna go Dwick, Mass Appeal, Cold of the Streets, and this is one that I forgot about. Man, I was listening to it the other day and I almost slapped my manager. Half and Half Gangsters, man, bro, MOP.
I almost slapped my manager.
and here's a sleeper to show his range. Everybody know that Premier is a hip hop royalty. That ain't no other man he did for Christina Aguilera.
That was deep.
Yeah, that was
man.
He had a couple on that album.
Yeah,
that was pretty tough because he got that tempo. That tempo was ill. He rocked that shit for that tempo. Nice.
So, Bird, now here's the thing. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Guru actually did Code of the Streets.
Oh, what?
You would know better than me.
I think he did it, and then Preem kind of tightened
did it over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
That's tight if it's true. That's tight.
I could see that.
Yeah. Just makes me wonder why Guru ain't make nothing like Code of the Streets.
Since.
Right. make another hoe.
Rest in peace, Guru, man. We still love you, bro.
That's why I'm always, like, when people told me that, I'm like, I don't know about that, boy.
But Preem, he did some work on it.
Right. All right.
Like Guru gave him the rough draft and he tightened it up.
All right. No doubt. Yes, what you got?
I got Out of Here from KRS. I got the Rugged Never Smooth remix from MOP.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
The Getting Close to the Guy from Crumb Snatcher.
Hell yeah.
I put that one on there.
Hell yeah.
Showbiz AG Next Level remix that Primo did.
Yep.
And
oh, that was hard too. That Nighttime Next Level.
See, that was 5. Yeah, that was 5.
All right. No doubt. I think one of the things with Primo, a lot of these producers don't get enough love for is their remixes. Like, I think,
right.
Pete is like the remix guy.
That's
Yes.
Everybody else, you kind of forget. But, when you really start digging into these remixes, they got a lot. I got Kick in the Door. That Screaming Jay Hawkins. That's one of the few I keep right on hand, right? That Screaming Jay Hawkins.
I put a spell on you.
I'm like, yo, you sure Preem used this? And my OG. I'm like, this scary looking nigga, Preem. Like,
Screaming Jay. I heard he had mad kids, yo.
I don't know nothing about the boy. That's the only time I've ever seen or heard.
I think he had like wild kids, man. Like somebody, he was taking care of somebody out there. Somebody was screaming under Jay. Somebody was screaming underneath that dude. He got mad kids from what I was told.
Okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna say bye real quick.
All right, Porsche.
You
good.
Peace and love, Porsche.
Bye. See ya.
All right.
I think somebody said it earlier. Rappers are in danger. KRS. That beat is crazy to me. KRS. Just the whole intro. That. Just the madness, and then it comes to the chorus. Oh man, just crazy. I'm with Nick.
I got a story about that record.
But I got you got a story? What's that?
About that record, The Rappers Are in Danger. Him and Pete did a show at the Lincoln Theater, and I was out there on the stage with them, and he played that record, yo. Like Primo played Rappers Are in Danger, because at one point they were playing each other's stuff. Then they were playing their own stuff. Primo played Rappers Are in Danger. I went right in between them to the middle and just tore the fucking floor in half, yo. and then when I came, like later on, when the show was over and we were backstage, Primo was like, yo, Grap, I didn't know you was that funky, man. That shit made my whole night. My whole night. He was like, I didn't know you was that funky, Grap. Yo, you get it, man. I was like, thank you, man. Thank you. Made my whole fucking night, yo. My whole night. So yeah, that's my Rappers Are in Danger story, man. That's a dope ass record.
That's dope. Yeah. I got the Faye Band joint. Fuck all you bitch ass niggas.
Yo, that's so hard, yo. It sound like it's saying that record.
I know, right?
Which was crazy. Living Proof, Mass Appeal. I mean, it's so much. It's so much. So for people out there who are young who don't know, you've been schooled to why those #1 picks were.
I didn't do my 5.
My bad, Grant. What you got for Preem?
I'm sorry, I've been talking too much. That's why I probably thought I did them already. My fault. I have Mass Appeal, of course. I have Thick. That's just such an exotic, ill sounding beat to me that I didn't think it was like. When I heard it, I was like, wow, Preem, damn, that's a crazy ass beat. It has so much going on in it. Invasion by J Rule.
Yes, sir.
To me, this next beat I'm gonna mention is one of his funkiest beats ever. Salute Part 2.
Yep. Yeah. That's the second. That's the
First Family for Life.
First Family for Life. Yeah.
Yo,
baseline.
Man. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Like that's just be going on. Yo, beautiful. And Up Against the Wall, the Getaway Car remix.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Getaway Car remix.
That's the second one, right?
Yeah, that's the one towards the
yeah. And of course, Rappers Are in Danger. That's one of my favorites by.
No
that's 6, but and then the All For You remix makes 7. So yeah, that's it for me.
I forgot to sleep. I have for Dilla. It's called Are You Ready? It's a Slum Village joint. It was off.
Yes, it was on the BBE album.
On the BB, no, it didn't make
Jeff's album. Yes,
but it's only on 12.
And they put it on a BBE compilation album.
Okay, yeah,
I love that song.
But I was sorry because I heard it. I'm like, yo, how does they make Jeff's album? Like, but it was crazy. So that's Gadget. You said that you saw something from Buck Wild earlier in the week. Chop it up. So what happened with Buck Wild?
An artist asked him to loop up another producer's record.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that tweet.
Yeah, I saw it too.
And he was, you know, asking people, you know, like he turned it down, but he was like asking people, like, what do you think?
Now hold tight. What do you mean? Like, break this down to me like I'm stupid. What do you mean he wanted to sample somebody?
So I guess there was a hip hop song that another producer did, maybe Pete Rock or Dilla, that the artist wanted Buck Wild to loop up.
So basically, an artist going to Buck Wild to say, "Hey, I want to rhyme over players. I want to rhyme over players by Slum Village."
Nigga, go get Serato. Fuck out of here.
Now, here's the wild part. Maybe I'm slow mo, but why don't you just rhyme over the instrumental?
I know, right?
Hello? They give up the credit.
Maybe they wanted Buck to add some shit. You know how Cool and Dre will sample something and then add their stuff to it?
Yeah, they little drums to it.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, so
I mean, my thing is, I don't. It's kind of iffy, but if I can introduce that song to a whole nother crowd, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like if you can, you know, introduce Pete Rock to somebody who's 16, because
it renews him too. It refreshes that artist as well. Okay, I didn't look at it like that. Okay.
Yeah, because no 16-year-old is actively seeking Pete Rock.
Right. They're looking for my man. What they looking for? My man. I ain't got no time for that. They're looking for him.
Hey, Grab, you gotta put the sugar in the medicine, brother.
Word up. You already know it.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you this, Gad.
Yeah.
Is a 16-year-old kid listening? Because I'm gonna just assume whoever this artist is, nobody new or young is looking for Buck Wild. Do anything.
So it was either Fat Joe or but if it was Fat Joe, he would just ask Cool and Dre to do it. So I don't know. Right.
Because my only question was what person who has the demographic of a 16-year-old is going to Buck Wild?
Buck Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really reintroducing Pete to them? Y'all know me on sampling hip hop. I'm the Scrooge against that shit.
What about for R&B? Like you turn like
R&B, now for R&B, I don't mind that. If you want to try to flip some with some R&B, I personally don't have a problem with it. It's just hip hop sampling hip hop. I just don't get that because it's like, damn, you use that sample, big type. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just a Scrooge at Christmas when it comes to sampling and records and shit.
Nah, I'm Scrooge Jr.
Hey, if you were the producer getting sampled, would you clear that sample?
That's a good question.
Now here's the question.
Well, would you have to clear it with the original sample, like the original artist?
Right. Yeah.
About to say. So, for instance, here's a great example. SWV came out with that joint, somebody or someone with Puffy, where Puff sampled the 10 Crack Command, right? Mm-hmm. So and Puffy did the track. So did SWV have to clear that with Puff and Big? Or did they
you know that went through Sean John Publishing.
Exactly. He finessed that, yo.
Think about it.
He finessed that. Yes, look, he finessed that and said, "Fuck Les McCann."
He got paid twice.
He sure did.
He took Les's check.
But that's a good. I've never understood that because do you know how many people how many singers have sung over dead presidents, which is Lonnie Liston Smith. Like I know at least 5 songs where there's an R&B singer singing over Jay's dead president. So Smith sampling the actual song, like Ski's drum program. So it's not like they took the sample and redid it. They've actually sampled, the whole record. So I don't know that. I don't know. You or Gage know. I don't know how that works. Are you clearing it to sample dead presidents? Like this, like long algebra or something.
Yeah. Are you clearing the sample that they sampled?
Right. Yeah. The original writers still have to be credited.
They do, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They're included along with the producer and the rapper who you sample. Yeah, you're right. Everybody got to be credited.
So if I loop Dead Presidents and have T sing over it, do I have to clear it with Jay and Lonnie Liston Smith, or you can't? No, I got to clear it with both. All right,
both. Yeah.
I don't know, Nick. What do you?
You lose out big on that type of a production.
I was gonna say, if I gotta play Lester McCann and I gotta pay Jay-Z, I might as well not even use it. Cause
just flip the Les McCann sample. Don't flip Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go back to the original.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. So what do you think about that? You think that's fair or foul to resample a hip hop song?
I mean, it all depends on where your morals are. Like, cause I'm sure somebody did it.
I mean, I'm
like me, I wouldn't touch it. Like if I was a producer, I wouldn't want to flip something that somebody else did unless I could do something different with it.
Right.
I don't want to flip it the same way.
But you're 30 plus. A 16-year-old has just discovered Teddy Riley.
True.
And he not into rules.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like
these young niggas don't give a fuck about rules.
Exactly.
They like I like the way it sounds. Exactly. I want to rap on it. I wish I was like that when I was younger.
Yeah,
I probably would have put some shit out.
The Meek Mill joint, that flipped the Biggie. What's beef?
Let's say, you know what, Nick? Here's the problem, and I think it's one of the words that we use and get confused with. For me, they didn't flip it. So
they just used. What's beef?
Right. Like Steve flipping would be what Dilla did to that Roy Ayers
brother
that Pete did. That's a total flip. All you're doing is literally taking what's beef and just
making a song.
Just making the song over.
Making a new joint.
Who produced What's Beef?
I haven't seen the credits.
Was it Buckwild?
The original has got to be the Hitman. It got to be Nasheem or
Myrick or somebody.
So they had to clear that. So they got some sort of money for it.
Unless Puffy did the gangster work, then they ain't eating nothing off of that.
Which would not be a surprise.
PB&J's, baby.
But I think for me, just off the top, is I always hear people say, but we could reintroduce. I'm like, yo, my 16-year-olds don't give a fuck about no Buckwild, no Fat Joe, don't care nothing about none of that. I don't think nobody under 30 cares anything about Fat Joe. Anybody under 30 don't even know who Buckwild is. Like, you know what I mean? So if I think we gotta get out this mindset of.
I don't agree with that because you got some young cats that are like a Joey Badass kind of.
Real talk, yeah.
Some of them.
I know a kid on Twitter right now. Shout out to my man Dakari Holder. He's like 16, 17 years old, and he's very wise and adept when it comes to like hip hop music and stuff. And he checks for the OGs. He checks for the OGs.
I'm talking about every kid. I'm just saying.
Okay. I know the majority. I get what you're saying.
Majority of year-olds are not.
I know too, man. I work with them kids, so ain't none of that pumping through their little headphones. I'm telling them, turn them headphones off.
But it might have been an artist like a French Montana who appeals to these younger kids. I mean.
He's creeping in though.
He's creeping
in. If he appealing to them, he's creeping in off of Ray Shremmer's back or something like that.
Like, I don't even know what French Montana does. Does he rap or sing? I don't even know.
He rap.
He raps, Granddaddy.
He rap. Yeah,
he rings.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what the hell.
He rings, man. He raps and sings. He rings.
I don't know what these new dudes do. Somebody was talking about Daniel Caesar was trending. I'm like, I don't even know the fuck Daniel Caesar.
Some nigga from Canada.
Oh yeah, that's what he was talking about. Yeah, Nick, he was like another nigga from Canada trending. Yo, so you know the story about him, Kill?
I mean, I really don't. I just saw he was trending.
I could give you a brief what I heard. All right. So he got that song "Get You." That song "Get You." He has that song. So
singer or a rapper?
Yeah, he's a singer.
He's a singer.
He's a singer. So
he got a nice joint with her.
Yeah, and he got a song called "Get You." That's pretty funky. He said black folks are playing the victim too much. He's tired of seeing black folks pay the victim. And something else, and then basically like black folks need to act more like white folks.
He said since they're on top, we should try to be more like
them. Yeah, and he has blonde hair, by the way.
Yeah. And he's from Canada, so I think
this is my thing.
Glad
man.
Portia's gone.
This is my thing.
He also said black people should apologize to white people.
All right, hold on, Vern. What were you about to say, Vern?
Yeah, he's
Here's my thing, man. As long as you ain't doing nothing heinous, I just want my singers to sing. You know, I don't listen to you to get no social commentary. I don't listen to you to help me be faithful to my wife or pay my bills, Jay-Z. just make the music. And as long as you ain't R. Kelly and folks, because everybody cancel them. I'm like, man, y'all was just rocking Best Part all night long, you know, playing his joints. So don't you being disingenuous. If yeah, that's dumb. He's dumb. I don't care about that.
And he's young too.
Just give me a fire joint and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying, bro. And I'm kind of on both sides of the fence because I do understand that if you would have given the people we grew up Twitter, you know, if we basically heard because what happens is you almost train yourself to just tweet whatever you think. You know, so it's almost like if you could read people's minds. That's why people always be deleting tweets after they like, oh, I don't even remember. So it's almost like Twitter almost enables you to.
You can't delete tweets.
Yeah, and it's not. It's almost like my thoughts. You know, I think Tip tweeted something when Jay said men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Tip tweeted something slick and then deleted it, but of course,
it got screen grabbed.
Somebody captured it.
Somebody had already captured it. So you know. It's almost like you're now enabling. You're giving everybody a microphone giving them a platform to speak about, you know, what they feel. Here's the wild part: ain't nobody have no beef with Jordan when he said Republicans buy sneakers too.
And they still buying Jordan. That's my point. People are so disingenuous, and they pick the goalpost move, the strike zone changes depending on how well you like the person. You'll make excuses for it. It's kind of like what we were talking about last week about stands. Oh, well, he didn't mean it like that.
I'm sad I missed that show too.
Yeah, he didn't mean it like this because he said that. But your guy, he's the devil. You know, no, man, shut up. All of them.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Here's the difference. When Jordan said that, there was no social media.
That's the point. That's what killed us.
But that's what I'm saying. And like by the time that got back to us, I don't even know if it got back to me that year. That may have come 20
Right.
You know, so again, hell, I heard about Jordan in these casinos. If we had social media back in the day, we may have, you know, banned Jordan. Like,
that wasn't the flu game that he was playing.
I don't know. That was hangover game.
Exactly.
Hangover game, fucker. Fuck your flu.
Right. So,
fuck them shoes you wore. Oh, those the flu games. No, you dumbass. They hangover games, nigga. That motherfucker was drunk as shit and ate too much ass that night before. Shot too much dice and ate too much ass and drank too much fucking vodka. And smoked too many cigars and weed. Because he was smoking weed too.
And you have to understand with this president,
he smokes weed.
With this president, anything said against black people is going to be amplified.
Right. You're right. You're 100% right on that.
I mean, my thing about Daniel Caesar. I mean, look at the dude. Was he ever the spokesman for black people? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
He just came out of nowhere. You know?
Right. Why are we validating what he thinks? I mean, he ain't gonna change the way I do nothing, and he shouldn't for nobody else. Man, get your guitar, do your joints, and keep it moving.
But
that's why I said thought I heard.
I think the hard part
don't matter.
That right now, it's like blacks. I think there was a meeting that I wasn't invited to. I don't know. I definitely get the invite to all black people meetings. But I think it was like this meeting where it was like, look, Trump's in office. We all stick the fuck together.
That's so bull. That's so much bull.
Everybody don't say nothing bad about black people. And I get it. Like, people like, I'm going to go see the Joy and Pill joint tomorrow. And I'm going to be like, y'all, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all when I rate it. There are going to be people that are going to give it 5 mics just because it's Jordan Pill, flag. You know, I'm never falling in that category of, it's black, so we have to say it's great. That's not me. But I think a lot of people nowadays are like, okay, come on, we got to unify. They courtside at NBA games calling people niggas and boys. We gotta unify. So as soon as you black and you go against whatever the memo said that I didn't get against that memo, then they gonna write you off. But yes,
you're right.
Thoughts on that, man? As far as is it fair or foul? As far as a rapper sampling something that a rapper's already done.
I think it's kind of a combination of what Grap and Gadget said. I think at one time when all this started, these dudes was pulling records out from past artists that nobody was really thinking about until they put them into the hip hop music, and it became, oh, that's that. All right, let me go check that out. So now when you fast forward to here, some young cat might be pulling something and it just might happen to have been sampled by a Buck Wild or a Pete Rock, but he had no idea. So he done his own thing with it. But older cats like us would say, man, you know what? I don't remember hearing that on a Pete Rock joint. All he did was just use that same thing. But don't none of the kids really know. You know, I wouldn't do it because I'm older and I came up through it all, so I wouldn't do it. But I could see where somebody much younger than me probably would.
Right.
I don't know if I could follow them real.
All right, can I play devil's advocate for a second?
I do like my spliff, man. Let me burn the demons out real quick. Hold on.
Nick, what you gonna say?
He has a point, because even if they don't know the producer, they'll go back and like that song. They don't necessarily have to know who the producer is, but like, I like that song. They might not know Buck Wild produced it, but they still like the joint.
Right. I feel just.
And I'll take a sample song over a trap song any day.
Right.
Any day.
Now
I ain't got no time for that. That's my man. I actually, flip the narrow. Shout out.
Now here's my thing, because I'm always intrigued by this. So does anybody? All right, everybody just named Troy as their favorite song ever, right?
Nobody better never touch it.
No, right. Nobody better never touch this. But I'm looking.
We already did.
Yes,
I remember that.
And there was a controversy behind that.
They did. But here's the thing. Because what I hear people saying is, well, Kill, if they hear this song, this will make them go dig, which I totally disagree with. I don't think it will. But there's a question. Who did Pete sample, and which song did he sample for Troy? Now, I'm not talking to Grap and Gads, because y'all are diggers. But for Yentz, which song did Pete sample for Troy? Because it's the greatest hip-hop song ever. So since it's the greatest hip-hop song ever, everybody should have dug to find out who it was and then did more research on that artist. So who sampled, who is the artist? Nick?
Only the people who care to dig would go look for it.
But that's my point. That's my point, that everybody says, oh, well, if a producer does this, then it will make the younger generation.
But even if just 20% of them do it, that's still a good chunk of people.
But what I'm saying is, y'all just got finished saying Troy's the greatest song ever, so you should have no doubt whatsoever who sampled. So Nick, who sampled Troy?
I have no clue.
All right, yeah,
Jill Scott, man.
wait, sample Troy, yes.
And it's Tom somebody.
Tom somebody. You did a lot of digging, good brother. Vern, what about you? Who sampled?
Tom Scott.
Did anybody go back and do any history on Tom Scott? Anybody?
No. I think that is a fallacy. You're right, Kill. I think hip hop did that initially. It made us go back and start listening to jazz albums and things of that nature. But just because the song was a great hip hop song doesn't necessarily mean that
but
going back
you can't
to
just
research
use
it, to your point.
Troy too, because there's plenty of songs that were sampled that I went back and like the original better than what the rappers did with the
Right,
song.
right. I mean, I was just using Troy as an example.
Yeah.
Here's another song that we just all named, "Come Clean." Anybody know who "Come Clean" is?
Shelly Man.
Right, not you, Grant.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it, Grant.
Sorry,
Hey, but kill. I think we have to be a little bit more realistic. I think if these young kids who were born in 2000 and they're 19 now.
Right.
They're sampling Jill Scott. They're sampling
Yeah.
Aaron Hall. They're not going past the 80s.
No. I got you. But what I'm just saying is, I feel like when we give these examples, it's like, well, if the producer does this, then these kids will then go back and say, "Oh my God, who used that song?" And they'll go,
I think a lot of people did. When Big Sean sampled Guy's streams went up.
I think
Wow.
I think
And
just like it was in our day, Kill. To be fair,
Shit, that fucking Surviving R. Kelly made R. Kelly streams go up.
yeah, true.
Seriously. Seriously.
And again, I'm no disrespect. I'm not trying to put. What I'm just trying to say is that I think it's a specific mindset, and I could be completely 100% wrong. Like you said, Nick, there were songs you did go back, but I just felt like that when we were listening to music, by me being a producer, I was the one who was like, okay, what's that? Now let me go to the record store and find. I don't know the average person.
They're not going to do it.
No, not the average person. Producers will though.
Right.
Producers will.
That's what I'm saying.
People with passion for music.
But
Yeah.
but Grab, I won't even go there. That's why prayerfully, Nick, and yes, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful at all. Y'all know me. I'm just saying that the average person, like we were talking about earlier, like with the kids, like, I mean, yeah, there is I'm working with a 17-year-old kid who blows my mind every day about how much he knows about hip hop. But then I'm also around a whole bunch of 17-year-old kids who are the minority who don't give a fuck about it. So I'm trying to see that yes, there are gonna be people, because I'm wondering for us, like if I wasn't a digger, 9 times out of 10, I don't know that fucking this is the record for "Hold Me Down" by Alchemist. I have no idea what Alchemist used.
But Kill, and also you got to be fair too. If your mom wasn't a lover of music, you wouldn't love music the way that you do.
But here's the wild part. My mom was a jazz musician.
I know, but I'm saying, but you gave your music appreciation.
Yeah.
You didn't necessarily appreciate jazz. The same for me. My dad had like 8,000 records, so I got soul and all that stuff from him. My uncle was a jazz musician. I learned fusion and stuff from that. My aunt was gospel, so I got all of those things. So if I didn't grow up around music like that, I wouldn't love music the way that I do.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what we gonna do? We got it one.
Look, like this. This is Brew. I went back to that because of the Beat Nuts. You know what I'm saying? So they're all.
But what made you do that? What made you do that?
Because I love that road running. I just love that fucking sample. There was something about the way the horns was in there. It's like, what the hell is that?
Right. But I mean, I think the point that I was just trying to say is that I don't think the majority of these kids are gonna be bigger.
Diggers, nah.
No.
That's cool. But even if it's just a handful,
it is great. But I just want to get. I just think that we're always like, oh, everybody will go back and get it, and a lot of us wouldn't done. You know, a lot of us. You know, again, I could name if everybody gave me the top 5 songs of hip hop ever, I bet you the average person would not be able to tell me where that sample came from. Even though they love the song, they listen to it every day. I love it. Who they sample? Oh, I don't know. Would you say yes?
Why should a person who is not a producer know that sample and to prove that they love that song or those songs?
Well, no, I wasn't saying that you have to do that to prove it. What I was saying was your argument.
You just talking about going back to listening to.
If somebody younger hears this, they'll hear it and then they'll go back and then they'll be like, "Oh, that's Pete Rock." Like, I just disagree that no matter how much a kid loves a song, I don't think the average 17-year-old kid is gonna
attention span's too short.
Do the research to find out, oh, this was sampled from Pete's in the House. Oh, let me go listen to, God, I don't even remember. What's the name of the second Pete Rock album? Main Ingredient. I just don't think it works like the domino effect. Like, oh, I hear a song. Oh, what's that sample? Pete Rock. Okay, let me look up Pete Rock. Oh, that's off that. Okay, let me.
If they have somebody like us around, they will. Like with the Meat Mill joint. If one of us, they're like, hey, listen to this. They play that for us. Like, nigga, this is Biggie.
But
I'll play them.
Nigga, this Biggie from my day, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
This Biggie from back in my day.
But the
burn that shit up.
is that, and again, this isn't any knock on anybody's parenting skills because you parent the way you see fit. I just don't understand how people say they love hip hop so much, but don't teach their kids shit about it. Like I don't understand that. Like people like, Kill, how did you teach Naomi? I'm like, how the fuck did you not teach your child about hip hop if you love it so much? Like there's no way that I could be in here and not teach Naomi about hip hop. So you're right. And again, it falls back sometimes on the older generation. But I swear, any of y'all ever come to DC, come through my teen center, my teens will tell you I beat them in the head with hip hop. And again, I know everybody doesn't work around teens, but guess what? Most people have a nephew, a son,
little cousins.
Ern, you were talking about how you have your daughter and her friends on a car trip. Like, if you have kids, 9 times out of 10, you're around other kids. You know, you always have the opportunity to teach. I just think sometimes it's a cop-out where it's like, well, if we let them do it, that's how they can learn. That ain't the way they should be learning.
So I took my daughter to the movies the other night, right? And we went to see Captain Marvel. On the way back, I was like, yo, play your music, because she had her, headphones on. They always put their headphones when we play our old music. So she had her headphones on. So I was like, wait, come on, play your music. Let me hear what you got. So I'm just listening to Spotify. I have a playlist. I was like, yo, go ahead, play it. Dude, she puts the aux cord in, hits play. The first song that comes up, Nag Champra.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I said, this is Daddy's favorite song ever. She's like, really? And I was telling her about Dilla and how I said, your uncle was a big influence on him. Like, your uncle was a big influence on him. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. So, teaching them or finding those teachable moments, that shit is dope.
I think.
Again, I think, and again, like I said, I'm the sample Scrooge, so I'm always going to be the minority in these conversations about what the sample. Because somebody's going to say, well, why is it cool to sample an R&B but not hip hop? I just got this thing about to make hip hop, you don't sample hip hop.
Hell no. That don't sound right.
Every other genre is open, but when you do hip hop, you don't sample hip hop. And again, I'm the odd man out. I'm the old man at the club. I'm the I understand.
You Dame Dash, man.
Yeah, I'm Dame.
You be screaming on cats.
Nah,
where my $2 million?
Kill. I think we're missing one valuable, and this is a very important piece to this equation. We don't know the situation of these producers or artists that people are sampling. That publishing check could save somebody's house.
Their life.
That
people from jumping off that damn bridge.
Yeah,
saved their life. You're right,
that check from Meek Mill might have saved Nasheem Myrick's house.
Yep.
Now here's the thing.
If he's getting
from foreclosure,
I told
Puff might be getting that, boy.
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
And this
I think Puff getting that.
This goes back when you
Nasheem's still in the apartment.
That you could be like, the whole darn family has arrived. They need a check, but they don't know when they publish it. So that's the problem. We can assume that's how we used to do. We used to be like, James Brown should be a billionaire. Well, he's not. Why is Sly Stone just get like $4 million?
Exactly.
Because nobody.
George Clinton just got his like a few years ago.
Right. But, so I see your point that it's like, this check could help somebody and it could do all those things. I totally agree. Like I said, I'm just a hip hop Scrooge.
Did you hear the story of Steve Harvey told the story of what's the singer Kanye sample for Lenny
Williams.
Lenny Williams was about to lose his house, and then he got a check. He got a publishing check that he was able to pay his house off.
Yeah, that's I heard a story with Just Lake that the joint that he sampled for Songcraft for Jay-Z. Same thing. That I think the dude who he sampled, I forgot who it was. Like he had a teen center or an art center that was about to close down, and that Save the day. So no, I totally like. I get it. It's just me being a Scrooge. It's just me being. It's just being a Scrooge.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Now, real quick, because I want you guys' opinion on the shit Kill has started on Twitter this week. What I started this week was somebody asked me, Kill, would you ever give somebody a free beat? Long story short, I was like, I was trying to work with this artist, and I said 80-20 split because I was going to be making the beats, I was going to be shooting the videos, I was going to be designing the artwork, I was going to be promoting it, I was going to be doing all these other things. I think a bunch of people just saw producer gets 80%, MC gets 20%, and
it was like, up that.
Somehow, some way along the line, it became a civil war between producers and MCs.
Damn.
Yeah, like people were like, well, you can't do nothing without the MC. And I'm like, well, to be honest, the project I made the most money off of and got the most streams and got 2 Dope Boys and Not Right and everybody to talk about was my Through the Wire instrumental album. So to be honest, I don't need an MC because I've worked with thousands of great MCs, and the project that has made the most money and gotten the most streams was a beat CD. But then that just opened up another whole floodgates of now Civil War CD. Here's the thing now, what do you guys think? Because, Bird, let me say this first. I think, one of the biggest problems I think that people have now being independent artists is everybody wants to say, I'm my own record label.
I'm the boss.
And I'm the boss. The problem is none of these mofos have ever been in a record label. So they have absolutely no idea how a record label works. It's like, I've never worked retail. So, well, I did Foot Locker, but I never managed it. And I stole half the time out. But, you can't just put me in Burger King and be like, Kill, you the manager. Like, I don't know how to clean the fry thing, and I don't know how to open the safe. And so you got these people who want to have record labels but have no idea how record labels and business
really run.
You know what I mean? So like I told somebody, it's 50-50 for like Gangstar. Guru comes in, Premier comes in, Rhymes, Beats, 50%, we're done. But now that Gangstar is done, now it has to go to Eddie Sancho to get mixed. He has to mix it. That's a job. Then you have to send it out to get mastered. That's a job. Then it comes back to the record label. The marketing department has to hire a photographer to take the album cover. That photographer has to get paid. Then they got to design the damn cover. Then you got to have 4 or 5 videos. So my thing was it was an 80-20 split because I was doing 7 jobs and he was doing 1 job. Yes, does that seem fair or not, man? People were calling me a janky record label. I was like, damn, I'm a janky record label.
Jay jerking niggas.
Yeah,
if you're doing the majority of the work, then there's no reason why you shouldn't. But at the same time, in these times, I think you might even said this a while back. Damn near everybody got a means to market, produce, and do everything on their own. So maybe you just was talking to the wrong dude at the time, because I'm seeing dudes daily on Twitter promoting their stuff. They probably do. I mean, look at Cash. Cash is doing all that stuff himself. So I think everybody has the means now. Is everybody
capable of doing it? Yeah.
To do it? That's a whole nother thing. But in your situation, no, I don't think you're wrong, because you at that point you have all the means. You shot videos. You make and produce your own music. This dude didn't have any of that, but he was coming to the table just strictly as the MC. Yeah, I can totally understand where you're coming from in that situation.
And it was the funny part that nobody wanted to pay attention to, because I'm a moral of the story person. The moral of the story is this person had no money. That's
what it boils back down to.
The story starts and ends. Okay, because you can take the word MC out. You could be like, this person is an artist and he went into Michael's to buy paint but has no money. So the moral of the story is he didn't have any money. Now here's the wild part. I know anybody else in life. I don't know any rich people. I know people who are well off. I don't know anybody who's rich. So most of my friends have to say things like, yeah, Kill, I'm saving to get a new house. Or I'm working overtime to get this new car. Or I want to go on vacation, so I'm getting this little part-time job during the holidays. So my thing is, mofos know how to save when it's something that they want to do. So if as the MC, you really want to make, somewhere in hip hop nowadays, we've gotten confused that you can make an album for free. Like I don't know where the lines got skewed.
When the studio, I think it started when the studios got home. When they started being in the home, I think that's when the mindset of, oh, you working out your house? Oh yeah, we could just do that. You know, oh, I gotta pay for that electricity that's running that damn thing you getting rhyme on.
It's not just pay for the electricity; it's pay for all this fucking equipment. This iMac costs $1,800. Like, hello, no cheap setup. But my biggest thing is that people always want to say, you know, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. For me to get my equipment, me and T took a loan out against our 401k. If you really believe that you're a dope MC and you really believe you have what it takes, you need to invest in yourself. Maybe you need to ask your dad, hey, dad, mom, everybody lend me a G or something. But this whole broke MC coming to the table and everybody just supposed to lay down and shoot videos for you for free and do all of this. And again, I'm the benefit of the doubt person. Maybe an MC doesn't realize that mixing the beat is different than making the beat. Those are two totally different jobs. You know what I mean? Totally different jobs. Vern, what do you think?
Yeah, so even to take it out, it ain't just MCs. So I mean, I'm in the mortgage industry, and I can't tell you how many loan officers don't understand. You got to invest in yourself. You want the company to pay for this and that and this and that. But you want to reap the benefits of the whole commission. No, Vern, how you get where you were? Fools, because I took people to dinner and did other things and bought this ad or did whatever this is. That's why you see me shining. So, like you said, that ain't nothing free, and it's a whole just a warped mentality. Everybody wants to be a boss, be on the ground, you know, caking out, but they don't want to pay the money that it costs, you know, to invest in themselves.
Right. I mean, one of the things I told an MC once, and I said, you could take that Lexpax and get a Toyota. You can take that back and get it.
With that extra money, you can.
Yeah, we could pay for this. Or I like that new Polo Alpine joint you got on. Y'all know I'm a low head. That's $1.90 in stores, brother. You can take that back and pay. So again, I just feel like a lot of times, you know, we're not doing that. Gadget, what do you think, good brother? Me and you talked about this.
Yeah, so like I told you, I said you could do an 80-20 split and pay on a sliding scale of, you know, if it sells this much, and then it'll you know, gradually get to 50-50, but not at the beginning.
Exactly.
Like you definitely have to recoup your money after everything that you've done.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, go without saying.
And the hard part is that, truth be told, none of us are making no money out here off of this music thing. Like, you know, this is why you see people like Knots selling beats to just anybody on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
On Instagram?
He is?
Yeah, I mean,
you can buy those beats.
Yeah, Knots will be like, yo, every day he's like, #1, here's the first beat of the day, here's my manager, serious inquiries only. That shit wasn't happening in the 90s. If I was an unsigned artist, I couldn't get no Knots beat. You better have a record label, but those ain't coming in no more. Same thing with Ski. Ski be on Instagram like, that if you serious, because none of them are making that money no more. So now they understand, oh shit, man, I need to, you know, I gotta grind myself. I gotta get out here. Them $10,000 checks ain't coming no more. I may have to be dropping beats for a G. Knots is on the gram every day, putting up like 7 beats of nasty. You know what I mean? But like you said, he's not. You can't go to Knots talking about no, I owe you or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Just that.
Or hook me up.
Yeah, or hook me up. So everybody, I just want to say, I wasn't being a janky promoter. This wasn't Mike Epps and Ice Cube. It wasn't lady to the people. It's just people got to understand that if you need me to do 10 jobs and you do 1 job, tell me where else is that happening? Vern, we talked about Vern and how you would have to split money with people. Yeah. Who in their right mind is gonna sit there and let somebody do 1 job and you do 10 jobs and y'all take home the same?
I don't even understand why you even have to explain it after you said it one time. I mean, good gracious, if I'm doing 7 jobs and you're doing 1, we're not getting paid the same. I don't care who you are.
You know, the wild part is like I said,
you had to make a video. It's like, I was like, big bro had to make a video to tell these niggas, like, wow.
Yo, but you don't understand. I explained it to one of my
85 is a big number.
I explained it to one of my teens because she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm going back and forth with these people on Twitter," and it's like, "Yo, do you understand this?" And she got it instantly. Like
your daughter?
No, not my daughter. One of my teens at
Okay.
But I think what it was is people just, it's like when you arguing with your girl or your wife, like you just hear certain things. So I think people just saw MC gets 20%, producer gets 80%.
They ain't hear the part about him having no money.
Right. Forget about the part that he don't got no money. But it just became, because then people, one of my peoples was like, yo, you don't know what the MC had to do before he got to the studio. He got more than one job. He got to record something. Nigga, that's all one. You don't know what I had to do before the studio to make this beat.
You had to buy the records to get the beat.
Exactly. But then it was like, nah, but the MC does so much more. So just all that to say, y'all, I'm not a janky record label, but if you want me, you gotta have money. I don't know nowhere else in life where you can go. I want an Infiniti Q60 coupe so bad. So bad. But there's no way that I can go up in Infiniti with no money down and bad credit. I don't have bad credit. I'm just using an example. And bad credit and expect to come out with the car. Yeah. Like, you just can't. Like, even if you have bad credit, they're like, okay, we'll work with you, but you have to put like $5,000 or $6,000 down. Oh, I don't have that. That salesperson's gonna look at you like you a crackhead.
They better take their ass to Auto Giant. One dime down. You put one dime down. Motherfuckers put 10 cents on a car out here, man. As long as you got a job that pay you $350, you can get it.
Right.
They give you $30K in credit.
Rap, give them all the info, good brother. Where can they get at you at?
I am on Twitter. Gadget bounce. What's one love, Gadget? Peace out. I'm on Twitter. Have named me Grap. HEVNAMEDMEGRAP. Have named me Grap.
Yo, let me ask you a question, bro.
Yes, bro.
About your daughter. Does she understand who you and Pete are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yes. My older daughter really does, but my younger daughter, she does too. She does.
All right. I mean, because I know a lot of times with kids, they may not really realize, like, yo, my father is I, or my uncle is like one of the greatest ever. Like,
she knows that about her uncle. I don't know if she knows how much she knows about dad. You know what I mean? I don't know. She knows dad raps and stuff. She knows that, and she's seen my stuff on YouTube, and they've downloaded my instrumental album on Spotify, both of them.
Okay.
She was like, Dad, I need some homework music. I said, man, download my album. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So she downloaded that, they like that lo-fi hip hop stuff. She listened to that while she studied. My oldest does. So.
All right. No doubt.
My oldest is definitely familiar though.
All right.
She knows.
That's what's up. Yeah, give them all the info, good brother.
Scratch Magazine TV, Dirty Avenue Clothing. You can find me on all forms of social media under @Digital Hustler, spelled correctly.
All right, no doubt. Nick, give him everything, good brother.
You know the routine. Big Bro will link it up on Twitter and Instagram.
All right, no doubt. Vern, give him everything. If you're in the Georgia, ATL, looking for a house, and you don't got the closer on your team, like Souls of Mischief said,
I think he closed the loan during this episode. I saw him on the phone.
Right.
Get the bag.
He caught that bag on this episode. Let's see, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way split, brother. 6-way split. Let's do it.
All right, give him everything.
On Instagram is Be the Loan Closer, and on Twitter, V Chandler 10.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. And yes, give him everything, good brother.
Just like Nick said, you're going to have the link whenever you post up the video. I just want to do like I always do, big all y'all up. Glad to meet you, Gadget. As always, rap nice. Nick, Vern.
Respect.
Glad to chop up with y'all.
All right.
No doubt.
You already know this with me, Kill 889, Twitter, IG, Will Make Beats for Food. I will check y'all next week, y'all.